I know a lot about Facebook bans because as an e-com guy, dropshipping, I had to face this, and I had some contact at Facebook who could help with that. So I was like, let's try to monetize it. The bans compared to before are like less frequent, even though it still happens a lot. What makes people trust me is that if I don't deliver the service, I just fully refund. No, I don't keep any money, no profit.
Hey guys, real quick, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Ringba, the #1 call tracking platform. If you haven't already, make sure to get the pay-per-call revolution if you want to learn what all the excitement is about pay-per-call.
You ever been banned with Facebook ads? Well, you're gonna absolutely love this podcast. I have my very good friend here, Florian. Thank you for joining me, my brother.
Thanks for the invite, bro.
We go years back to 2018.
Yeah.
When we both started actually doing drop shipping together in the same mastermind group. Florian and I have stayed in touch for the past 7 years now. And he now focuses on helping people that have ad account bans, or maybe someone in their a family member deceased and they can't access the account.
Oh yeah, that was the recent case we saw.
Yeah, that was crazy. You could do that. Or maybe the 2FA got changed or someone hacked in. Whatever you need when it comes to those weird things that Facebook actually can't do for you, or they say they can't, this man has someone that can. So Florian, let's go back a little bit. You first got into dropshipping as your first online business.
Yeah, so actually my first online business back then was, I started to, because people don't know, but I'm a dancer also. So I've been dancing for many years.
Really good dancer. We'll throw some highlights footage of him dancing somewhere in here.
Yeah. So I wanted to launch back then a platform to teach people how to dance online.
Like a course.
Huh?
An online course.
Yeah, online course for dancing, But back then I didn't have experience. I didn't know about marketing, nothing. So of course it flopped, And then I was living in Cambodia back then. And I was like, okay, I need to find something else, because to me the 9-to-5 life was not for me. Then I heard about e-commerce, dropshipping. I was like, oh, it looks like it's something I can do, So I got started. It took me few months to get like some results, but after when it started to take off, I never looked back. And then after that I was back in Paris when it took off, and I moved to Bali, And since I've been traveling a lot, but I'm based in Bali.
What year was that?
Sorry?
What year was that?
So it was in 2017 2017, end of 2017, the business started to take off. Then I moved to Bali in 2018. And yes, since then I've been in the online marketing space,
Yeah. So you no longer do dropshipping anymore.
No, I stopped that. No.
And then you started doing what specifically after?
So actually, before I didn't say it, but I also had a course to teach people how to do dropshipping on the French market. So I grew this community to over 8,000 members. I had hundreds of students in my course, and then the ads for the course started to get less profitable. It was more complicated for the newcomers, and I was a bit tired also of doing that. So I was like, okay, let's switch to something. So and then I was like, okay, actually I know a lot about Facebook bans, because as an e-com guy, dropshipping, I had to face this, and I had some contact at Facebook who could help with that. So I was like, let's try to monetize it. So I started to offer the service to some people, and then I got a lot of demands for that. And then little by little, I started to build my network. People would refer me to other people, and now I have a good reputation in the space for that. So now I'm mainly helping people with all the bans, and also helping them to put in place my system, also to avoid the bans, with profiles, BM, proxies, and everything. I can help with that. So I think doing good. Yeah.
So what are the specific services you could offer? Like, let's say ad account gets banned for whatever reason.
Yeah, so ad account, profile, BM, pages bans, can recover that. IG accounts bans, can recover. I can do something new, which is BM health check. So it's we can check if your BM has some kind of strikes or flag, and remove them, so clean it.
Wash the BM.
We wash the BM, a lot of things we can do. Basically, there is anything that is related to Meta, or just message me, and I can probably help.
What do you see the overall trend? I know 2021, 2022, it was you could be selling a dog product in a completely white hat, and then you wake up and everything's banned. Yeah. Right? It's gotten better.
Yeah, it's getting much better. The bans now in Facebook are, I mean, I feel like Facebook kind of like adjusted the algorithm or something because the bans compared to before are like less frequent, even though it still happens a lot. But they also got more strict with make money offer. I don't know if you notice it, but like now, like any claims, they don't like it.
Would
Like
they ban or reject ads?
both rejected ads and then leads to ban. So yeah, I had some clients. They were running ads for like in the make money space, like courses teaching people how to make money. And yeah, ads running for months, even years, no issue. All overnight, like they all like got rejected in advance, and then I had to like jump in to help them. So yeah, now for the claims, you have to be like unless you use like specific agency accounts or use a broker, then you can be like very aggressive. But other than that, what I've noticed is that, for example, like one thing for one client is that for the ads to get approved, instead of saying like a testimonial like, oh yeah, I made like 2,000 euro last month, you know, you're saying like, oh, I made 2K last month. Not saying the currency.
2K.
2K, like 2,000 in French, because it was in French. So, oh yeah, 2,000 par mois. So people will understand. But then you don't say the currency. And also, it's better to, I mean, it depends on what you're selling. But if you say a B2C course, just people trying to leave their 9 to 5 to, you know, make money, it's better to say like that they can earn 2 to 3K per month rather than 10K, you know, because not only they cannot relate, because for them it's like, oh, 2K, it's too much money, I don't believe it.
Right.
Also for Facebook, it's like, could be things like, yeah, it's too much claim. So it's better to make like claim more realistic.
So you're saying language is what their system is targeting on reviewing right now.
Yeah. So like avoid
Like
saying
in the text or in
in what you say, the text. Try to avoid saying like USD, like $2,000 or 2,000 euro per month. Just trying to say like avoid saying the currency. Then you may have more chances to get your ads approved. No? And yeah, besides that, I think it's less strict than before.
What other trends are you seeing or insights you have the direction and the climate of Facebook and banning ad accounts and restricting profiles right now? If you talk with a lot of high-level people that spend a lot of money that are dealing with problems, or maybe they're not dealing with problems right now.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm seeing a lot is like a lot of profiles get restricted. You know?
Really?
Yeah, a lot of profiles that get restricted.
Like farmed accounts or real accounts?
Like both, and even like with the real estate accounts, like there was some Facebook fixed some kind of glitch on them, so a lot of like old real estate accounts got like you couldn't get access to it because they kind of restricted the access to the original owner of the account. So it was like a mess.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Now like it's there's a new way to get real estate accounts, but in general, I mean they're still solid, but I feel like they're less solid than it used to be. And yeah, so like that's the trend I've been seeing for BMs. I have seen less bans of BMs recently, more ad accounts and profiles.
Yeah.
Less also pages. But I remember back then for dropshipping, any pages will get banned, like new pages. Now it's okay. Like pages, I don't have a special one with that. Yeah. So yeah, it looks like it's more like clean. Like they ban you less for like no reason. But if they ban you, it's because like they feel like, okay, no, the claims are too much or like it's too aggressive. Or
it kind of makes sense right now.
Yeah.
Like there's a little bit of logic to what you're saying.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been seeing.
What are some of the specific requests, like weird random requests you've had that you've actually been able to solve?
You mentioned it before, like some of one of your clients, he reached out. Was it your client or something?
Just a friend.
A friend, yeah. He reached out to me. His father deceased, and because he deceased, they couldn't access to the accounts anymore, and they wanted to access back to the accounts so that they can
Memorialize.
Yeah, exactly. That's and then we were able to like solve it. So that was kind of crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
What else have I seen recently?
No.
Other than that, it's just like regular accounts that get banned for, you know, and then they need to get it back. That was like the most recent case that like, oh wow, yeah, that's something, you know.
Cool. Okay, a big question I always get asked is like, what's the price? So I'm sure it depends on what the ban was for, what they're trying to unban,
Yeah.
how many ad accounts, how many profile,
Yeah.
all this.
Case by case, yeah.
Yeah,
But usually it starts from 2K for regular accounts, and then it can go up depending on if you have a big DM, you have a lot of ad accounts, so it's more expensive. For Instagram, it depends on the type of ban you have. Because if you have like just an impersonation ban, it will start from 2K, but if you have something more serious for fraud or whatever, it's gonna be much more. So it depends on the number of followers. So yeah, it's very, but like yeah, let's say if you're getting started in the space and you don't have much budget, it could be like too pricey. But if you're a seasoned advertiser and you know like you know like how much money you leave on the table by like leaving
not
the
running ads for a few days.
yeah for a few days, then it's worth to put the money and get it back in 24, 48 hours. You know?
What do you offer some type of guarantee?
Yeah, of course. So basically, it's like if I cannot unban it, I just refund. You know, and like I know there's a lot of scam, and I think that what makes me different and what makes people trust me is that if I don't deliver the service, I just fully refund. No, I don't keep any money, no profits. You know, so
And I'm gonna vouch for him. I've known this guy for years. He's never ripped a single person off I've referred to him.
yeah,
So you can trust him, and that's what I always tell people is they're like, yeah, it's kind of expensive, or can I trust him? I say, well, first, I've known him, I'm recommending him, and he's gonna guarantee it. So and you stand by that. I know you do. So thank you for respecting my trust, man.
yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, you send me a lot of. They're all happy to accept me. So
What type of for that guarantee? Like, let's say it gets banned 3 days later or a week later. Is there like some type of window on that
so
guarantee?
usually like within 24 hours, if it gets banned again, we'll ban again for free. But past 24 hours, then we're not responsible for whatever happens in the account.
Yeah,
But what
control
I've
it.
noticed though is that after removing hundreds of accounts, when we unban an account, we remove all the strikes, all the bad flags on it. So usually it's more solid than before, and the rebans are quite rare, you know, unless they mess up and do things. So
Great. And if you want to get in contact with Florian or learn more about his service, make sure to join my free school community where we have his contact details directly.
yeah.
And and if you say you came from this YouTube video or from my school group, you'll actually get priority in getting your stuff on
And some
band, too.
discount. You say you come from John, and I got you guys. Some
Florian,
discounts.
thank you for joining me, man.
Thanks, man, for the invite.
Appreciate you, my man.